Now, my Asian street food dish is chili prawns, one of my favourite things in the entire world. Really simple, really fast. I think that's an important thing with street food, that it comes out really quickly. Now, I've got some spring onions there. If you can slice them from top to bottom, nice and fine. I've got some coriander there, about half that coriander, sort of finely chopped, but leave the leaves a little bit rough. And you've got some limes there, cut them in half. What I'll do is I've got my pan already on, nice and hot. Smash this garlic like this and just give it a bit of a rough chop. It's a bit of a rugged sort of dish, isn't it?
I like
there we go. And then I've got some...
haphazard as well.
Well, you sort of want to be able to throw this together really quickly. I've got the ginger. I've sliced it nice and thin like this. And then what I'll do is sort of line it up and slice it into like sort of little strips so that you can sort of chew on it while you're while you're eating
I like
prawns.
that. I love it when you actually do get the chunks of ginger in it. I think it's really nice.
I like it as well. I've got some chilli here, some long red chilli. And what I'll do, Zoe, is just slice them straight in half like this. And I'm going to leave the seeds in. What do you think?
The shallots are actually, the acid from it's actually sort of sting you on the eyes.
They're really strong. It's like cutting
words out on that one.
That might be a reason why they're over that side and you're cutting them, because they are quite strong. Lemongrass, just a little bit of a tap with the back of the knife. And then I'll just split that straight in half with a sharp knife all the way through here like that. Now, my prawns here, look at these prawns. Manny from Planet Seafood has got these together. These are Harvey Bay prawns. I've left the head on.
Okay,
I've taken the shell off them, left the tail on like you have, and deveined them. So they're nice and clean. But I think for, you know, they look good when they're this big. They look really, really good. Now, I'll just make sure my pan is really nice and hot because I have to move fast with this. You can imagine doing this with a wok.
You can see those fabulous huge woks that they have in street food.
Just throwing it around. And now another recommendation would be if you've got a barbecue outside with a burner on it, you could do that as well because it'll make a fair bit of smoke.
Bit of a racket as well.
Exactly. You know, if you're having a barbecue while you're waiting for your steaks to cook, you know, you can cook up a nice little chili prawns, a lovely little dish. Now, lemongrass, ginger and chilli go straight in, and you can see that's just going to start cooking straight away. It's sizzling away and making lots of noise. And what I'll do is I'll just stir that around. I've even got an Asian-style spoon here to mix that around. And then I'm going to put most of these prawns in. Because one of the tricks with cooking like this is you want plenty of high heat to get it all sort of cooking nicely. Right. There we go, one more prawn just to make it much more goodlier. That's another word. Give that a bit of a toss like that. Now some salt goes in there, and of course some pepper goes in there as well. Give that a nice little twist of pepper, and I'll hand that to you, Zoe.
Thank you.
And I'll just toss it around like that. You can see the shell gets a little bit of a crackle as well. It sort of makes it nice and hot.
That high temp works well.
Exactly. And one of the things about prawns is with the shell or the head of it, I like to actually take the head off, and you've got all the juices in there as well, or the mustard we call it.
Me too. I think it's a great, it's got lots of flavour, lots of depth to it overall.
Now, I'll get you to pass those noodles over while I grab all of this green stuff and throw that on top there. There we go. I call it green stuff, you call it vegetable or herbs, I suppose. And now I'll just add some of the flavouring agents, I suppose. Just a couple of drops of sesame oil going in there.
This is going so far.
It is, isn't it? You've got to keep your wits about you at all times because you don't want to burn it and you want to have it really nice. Some soy sauce goes in there as well. Plenty of soy sauce, and you can hear that sizzle. And the thing about prawns is they cook really quickly. Almost like egg white. When you think they're done, they were cooked a minute ago. Now, the chilli part of it, we've got some fresh chillies in there now. We've also got some sriracha chilli.
Don't hold back, go for it.
There we go. Sriracha chilli is great. It's really, really hot. I mean, if you're serving it to the kids, you might want to pull back on the chilli. Some chilli sauce, which sort of thickens it a little bit as well.
That's the sweet variety, I've noticed. Of
course, plenty of sugar in there. A little bit of sherry. It's amazing how many Asian dishes have sherry in it as well.
Well, that sweetness, isn't it, again, that they like?
And even more sweetness, Zoe, is tomato ketchup, regular tomato ketchup, which is an ingredient that is used very, very commonly in Asia. And if you ever have Singaporean chili crab, they put ketchup in it or tomato sauce. There we go. And I've got some noodles here. These are regular noodles or Hokkien noodles that I've just soaked in a little bit of water. And what I'll do is I'll just give that a bit of a toss. I'll get you to stand back. Okay. Toss it around. I
trust you. I know you're talented, but I also like my top.
That's why I've worn a colourful top like this so I can...
You could just have this splash and no one would even know.
You never know. There we go. So what I'll do is grab my big bowl over here.
Fast.
Really fast, isn't it? Now, just stand back a little bit. What I do here is grab the noodles and I'll put the noodles down on the bottom here. When you're serving something like prawns, they're really expensive, so you want to add a little bit of something to sort of soak up the juices and fill your body so you're not eating as many prawns, but you're still as full.
I'd rather just...
I know. So I'll put them all on the top here like this, and I'll just grab some of these. And you can see why I've left the head on. You sort of, you know, you arrange them, sit them up, and they look really nice. Like they've just come out of the sea, doesn't it? There we go. On like that.
That looks fantastic. The
It's
colour looks
great.
amazing. It looks vibrant. You've got all these other good things here.
There we go. I've got some lime juice that we're going to squeeze on top of it.
I
There we
think
go.
it would definitely need the lime juice with all that sweetness and saltiness. You need some acid to kind of cut through that a bit.
Deep fried shallot and some sesame seed on there as well. Maybe another little squeeze of lime on there to give it some zing. Zoe, I want you to get in there. Maybe grab a bit of noodle or something and get a taste of the
try
sauce
these
and see how it all
prawns
came
as well.
together. Gone straight for the prawn, haven't you? There we go. Look at these chopsticks. Now, I don't know why you've given me these big chopsticks because my hand's going to be miles away from my mouth. What I'll do is I'll grab the head like this and have a little nibble of that. Oh, that's delicious, isn't it?
I love chilli. I love spicy food. And this has got that perfect amount of burn in it. It's really good. Fraction too sweet for me, but it is really super tasty.
Nice and hot, nice and sweet, meaty prawns, noodles in there as well. I think it's a cracker of a dish. I think it's great.